In this video, we're going to talk about logging and the Osprey family of products for version 11.7. This video will focus on Osprey Point of Sale, Osprey POS Back Office, and OspreyMobile, since that's what we have loaded in this VM, but the same concepts apply to OspreyHost. We're going to start with the back office slash server piece. The main logs will always be located in a logs folder. These replace the old debug files. If we drill down in this folder, currently you're going to see two. The init deployment, which is where, in this case, the demo license was loaded, and then Osprey POS. You'll notice they're both dated. These logs will automatically roll over each time the date changes, so the maximum you'll ever have for a given log is the current day. This will make logs much more manageable in size and perusing when there is an issue. There may be multiple logs in here depending on what's being done. In this case, like I said, we have the deployment log where we deployed the demo license. Other functions will have their own logs. As far as the contents, those will be controlled by the settings or in the application settings.json file. If you're not familiar with that file, I recommend that you watch the separate video that's already been done on that touches on the logging. I'm going to go ahead and open this up with my editor of choice, which in this case is Notepad. As you can see, the log looks similar but different to the debug files of old. The similar part, date, time, the process and thread information, the type of logging, etc. As you start scrolling through here, some things will seem familiar, other things will be new. For example, we loaded our globals, etc. We loaded our framework. We pinged our server, these kinds of things. In this case, we actually had an error occurred. This was earlier. If we scroll on down, we'll see things like other logging settings, our pro paths, etc. In general, most of the time, this isn't something an end user would look at, but something a reseller and our Osprey would be looking at. If we go back up a folder, you'll notice there's a second folder called log, L-O-G. What will be in this folder is something that's fairly new. This is logging from the full installation app and our maintenance packs. In this case, it's the full install. As you can see, it says install POS 11.7.100.002. That is the version of the full install that I used. If I had subsequently ran maintenance pack or packs, I would see installs for those as well. They will be always numbered by version. If you happen to run the same maintenance pack multiple times, such as 11.7.100.003, it will append to the prior entries. If we open this up, you'll just see some information showing you the installation process, certain values, etc. In general, this log will probably never be looked at. However, in rare occasions, if there is a problem with the full install or a maintenance pack, Osprey and or the reseller may request this information. Not all of the installers currently have this implemented. It's something fairly new, but for the ones that do, if there is an issue, this would be the case. If we go into, for example, point of sale, we'll see that we have both files again. If we drill down into the logs file, you'll notice that there's multiple logs again. We have our actual POS log, then we have the log for the sync manager, and then we have the actual web client update log. The web client update is a routine that runs in case there's updates outside of the web client infrastructure that need to be done, such as updating data cap controls, etc. For now, I'm going to open up the POS log, and again, it's very similar to the one we saw for back office. Most of the time, it won't be very interesting, but it will be an invaluable resource for trying to track down unique problems. And on those occasions that Osprey or a reseller asks for the logs to be, the information to be upped, there'll be even more information that will aid in tracking down issues. Point of sale also has some installation logging. As you'll see, install point of sale 11.7.100.001. If you drill down again, not quite as much logging as back office, as again, this is a work in progress, but again, it can be useful in times if we have an installation issue. For mobile, we'll see a similar log file. Again, this one does not have the same kind of logging since it's a web client app. But again, you'll have OspreyMobile, Sync Manager, Web Client Update. We can drill into mobile, same kind of logs, same kind of information. OspreyHost would be the same. It will have a logs folder for the actual logs, as well as a log folder for the installation of the full app or the maintenance pack. Thank you and have a good day.